A new survey shows that nearly half of Japanese companies are looking to fill their ranks with foreign help. Will that ease the burdens of their diminishing workforce and unsustainable birth rates? And can that help you learn English in just 15 minutes? Find out right now on English News Worth Talking About. Hey, it is Dennis Wilborn, the former sailor turned entrepreneur and English coach. Welcome back to All About English, and this is English News Worth Talking About. This is the show where I break down some of my clients' favorite news articles to help you reach your learning goals even faster. Join me Monday through Friday for a new look at the news. You will want to stick around to the very end if you want to drop a new idiom into your vocabulary bucket. And today is October the 26th, Wednesday, and we're coming back to ingu.com again. We're going to reach into their database to grab our news. Ingu is a great site for English learning materials, and its daily news section is specifically designed for English learners. I know most of my clients like to use Ingu. VOA is another favorite. And of course, whatever news you like to read is very useful. But today's article was very popular with several of my clients, and it discusses Japanese companies' willingness to hire foreign workers. Let's see what that's all about. Oh, we're jumping right into the vocabulary. Here we go. Japanese workers. 45% of Japanese companies are interested in hiring foreigners. Whoa. All right, let's start with the vocabulary. This is really wild stuff. All right. And when I first saw this word, I thought it was conduct, which would be the noun, not the verb. This is a verb, and the pronunciation is conduct. Notice the difference. Some verbs and some nouns have different pronunciation depending on how they're used. As a verb, it's the same spelling as the noun, but it's pronounced conduct. Police conducted a thorough investigation to look for evidence at the crime scene. Conduct, it means to do or carry out something, okay? To do or carry out something, okay? Consulting, a noun. Consulting is the business of giving expert advice to people or organizations. In other words, it's the business of consulting. It's a business of giving advice. So if I was to ask you for advice, I would say that I am consulting you. I'm consulting with you. All right, so consult. Consult is a verb. Consulting, in this case, is a noun. It's the business. So many companies hire consulting companies to help them sort out their problems and to give them advice. For example, in this sentence, we hired a consulting company to learn more about the demand for our products in other markets. That's a good reason to hire a consulting company. Reminds me of a joke. There was once a joke that I heard years and years ago. Hiring a consulting company would be like hiring someone to look at your own watch and tell you what time it is. Yeah, I don't have a watch anymore, but anyway. Okay. Secure. To successfully get something, especially with great difficulty. Yeah, to secure. In this case, in the context of this article, it means to get something successfully. In 2012, tragically, Disney secured the rights to Star Wars. And I do mean tragically. It was a tragedy when Disney bought those, and I'd say that they have thoroughly destroyed Star Wars. But anyway, that's my opinion. If you like Star Wars still, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear the comments about the Star Wars universe and how it's fared under the Disney direction. All right, let's jump in with diversity. Speaking of Disney, they like diversity. Diversity is the state of different people or things existing in a group or place. Wow. different people or things existing in a group or place. Now, that's an interesting definition for diversity. Huh. In the context of this article, that is exactly what that is. It is the state of different people or things existing in a group or place. All right. With over 140 languages spoken in the city, Toronto is famous for its ethnic and cultural diversity. Really? 140 languages in one city? How do they get anything done? I don't know. All right. Verb, speculate. To form an opinion or a theory about something without reliable evidence. I am famous for my speculations, but I'm often correct. Go ahead, double check me. I may not have the best evidence all the time, but my speculations do lead to correct answers. Yeah, ask my wife, she'll tell you. The researchers speculated that stress may be related to the rising levels of obesity. Next, and finally, personnel. Personnel, because this article is about hiring and companies and employees. Personnel literally means staff or employees of a company or an organization. Most commonly, we hear the personnel used when we're talking about military personnel, law enforcement personnel. You're talking about a group of people who are the employees. Okay, so in the sentence, only military personnel are allowed on the base. Yeah, man. None of you civilians allowed. All right, let's jump into the article. 45% of Japanese companies are interested in hiring foreigners. Wow, that's absolutely amazing. 45%, almost half of all Japanese companies that were surveyed. Let me just point that out. They didn't ask every Japanese company, but the one surveyed by this company called Zenkin, which is a technology consulting firm that also recruits foreign staff for Japanese businesses. So it kind of stands to reason that they would want to know this information. They did a survey and found that 45% of Japanese companies are interested in hiring foreigners. Wow. So they did this survey back in August of this year, just a couple of months ago, and they surveyed over 200 companies and the personnel managers at those companies about hiring foreign staff. The companies were a mix. They weren't just technology companies. They were a mixture of industries: manufacturing, insurance, communications, retail, education, healthcare, and general services. Whatever general services means, it means anything, whatever. So that's quite a large slice of, of companies, not just technology either. I'm really surprised. Education surprises me a little bit. Healthcare doesn't surprise me at all. If you know anything about Japan, they have a very large aging population, and not many people are filling the healthcare role. I've even seen special robot doctors to help care for the aging population. All right, so of the companies that they surveyed, 42.5% had fewer than 500 employees. 15.5% had between 500 and 1,000 employees, and 42%, wow, had over 1,000 employees. Okay, and of those surveyed, 45.5% now of the companies said they were interested in hiring foreign personnel. 35% were not interested, and 19.5% said neither, which I assume that means they're neither interested nor not interested, which is kind of like they're not sure. So you may notice that I said 45.5 here and 19.5 rather than 19.5 or 45.5. While saying 45.5 is okay, it's common in spoken when you see 0.5 in spoken English. It's common to say and a half. It just sounds more colloquial. When we come down here to where it says 68.1, we're not going to say 68 1/10 because that just doesn't roll off the tongue. But and a half rolls rather nicely. So when they were asked why they wanted to hire foreigners, most of the companies, 68.1%, a clear majority, as the article says, they said it was to secure talented personnel, which I have to say, duh. I have this this line right here really made me chuckle because I've never seen a company hiring workers, foreign or otherwise, who are trying to secure untalented personnel. But anyway, this is a very interesting statement. So secure, there's that verb again, secure, to get something, especially if it's difficult, and personnel, meaning staff or employees. All right, additional reasons were given. They needed foreign language skills. They had staff shortages, and to strengthen overseas connections and develop new business. Great. I find this really funny that they added it in. Fewer than 1 in 5 said it was to promote diversity, however. And I'm sure that the ideological people are all very disappointed to know that these practical Japanese companies are looking for actual reasons to hire people, not ideological reasons, promoting diversity. We want to make sure that there's lots of different races and cultural representation in our company, which is, in my opinion, and it is just my opinion, one of the silliest things to do if you're looking for good, talented personnel. Don't hire people based on their ethnicity or skin color or anything. Hire them based on their skills and their talent. Anyway, that's my opinion. Tell me if you disagree with me. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear about it. Promoting diversity. Anyway, of the companies that were not interested in hiring foreigners or who answered neither, 33% said that it was because they did not have a system ready to accept foreign staff. So basically, it wasn't that they really didn't want to hire. Well, some of them said they weren't interested, but the ones who said neither, a third of them, 33%, a third, said that they just didn't have a system to hire foreigners. Well, it sounds like they better get busy getting a system ready. And another reason was they didn't have any experience hiring foreigners. And a lot said they already had enough staff. Well, that's good. Good for them. All right. Here's the key takeaway, I think, from this article, although it is only one paragraph. Commenting on these results for Gentosha Gold Online, Zenkin, that's the company that did the survey, Tomoko Okada said labor shortages caused by Japan's decreasing birth rate and aging population are making, keyword, Japan's decreasing birth rate and aging population are making Japanese companies increasingly willing to hire foreign personnel. If you want to bring your talent to Japan and help them secure you, hey, now's your opportunity. Okay. They may, even the companies that said neither may soon be willing to hire foreign personnel if their future circumstances change. So, if you ever wanted to go to Japan, now might be your chance. I know for a fact several people that I know personally are interested in going to work in Japan. So this is great news for them. Last little bit to finish up this article. Separate company, market research company, Teikoku Data Bank conducted a survey of 1,100 companies in May and found that 45.9% were experiencing labor shortage. Isn't that interesting? 45.5% in the other survey said they were interested in hiring foreigners. 45.9% say they're having a labor shortage. Coincidence? I think not. The article finishes by saying that if the Japanese companies are hoping for an economic recovery after the pandemic, they may need to consider hiring more staff from overseas. Oh, wow. That is pretty wild stuff, I have to say. I'm not going to lie. I think it's wild and crazy. So what did we learn today? We have a lot. What did we learn? Number one, 45% of Japanese companies are willing to hire foreign staff, according to the survey from August. If you're looking for a job in Japan, now may be your chance. Number 2, despite the hopes of many of my leftist friends, sorry, the move to hire foreigners is more practical than ideological. Yes, it's about the supply of manpower. It's more about that than it is about diversity. Sorry. And finally, it may be that the only way some companies can recover after the economic chaos caused by COVID and the responses by global governments is to start looking outward to other shores. Look, and that's all that we have for today. If you enjoyed this video, let me know what you liked the best. Remember to smash the like button and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. All right. Oh, I forgot. It's time for the idiom of the day. Idiom of the day. What is the idiom of the day? The idiom is brain drain. Brain drain. What a crazy word. Brain drain literally means the migration of highly skilled or trained people from a particular country. It means a loss of skilled personnel to another country or nation or organization. The emigration means outside, leaving the country, not immigration, which is coming into. Emigration of qualified or educated people from one place to another country, another field, another anything, usually for a better living conditions or better salary. So as you can see, it kind of matches in. The opposite of brain drain would be brain gain. So if Japan succeeds in hiring all these people, that would be a brain gain for Japan. And let me tell you, the countries that experience brain drain always suffer a loss. But that's okay, because experts are finding a way to turn brain drain into brain gain. But that's not in this conversation. So where did this word come from? Well, the Royal Society coined the metaphor brain drain to describe the migration of scientists and engineers from post-war Europe. That's post-World War II, not the current war, because we're not still finished with that, to North America. According to another account, the expression was first used to refer to the arrival of Indian scientists and technicians into the United Kingdom. Although the phrase originally referred to professionals leaving a nation, these days it's come to represent the movement of professionals and well-educated people from one place, an economic sector or field, to another, typically for better income or living conditions. The first time you ever saw this in print was in the Evening Standard newspaper in 1963. All right. That is all the time we have for today. But hey, brains are not the only things draining around here. This coffee cup is draining pretty fast too. And you can help me plug the leak by clicking the link to buy me a coffee. It helps me by keeping me going and shows me that you support my work. I appreciate it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all the time we have for today. So don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. And always remember that learning is an adventure. And I will see you tomorrow. Your homework for today: be sure to share this program with just one of your friends. Smash the like button and leave a comment about what you've learned down below. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. And if you'd like to join the conversation yourself in a one-on-one or even a group class, check out my page on Amazing Talker. You might find me doing a video about an article you chose as well. And always remember, learning is meant to be an adventure. That's what it's all about.